Welcome to episode 72 of the Frenemies Sports Podcast. Back in the computers today as we back to college. All right, week 13 of the NFL schedule. We haven't done our picks or recapped our picks in 3 weeks, but we have them all down. I am now, after 3 weeks, 99, 80, and 1. Puts me in last place. Second to last place now. Messiah has come down off his pedestal. 102, 77, and 1. Jackson's in second place. 103, 76, and 1. And Carter, with a 5-game lead, is in first place. 108, 71, and 1. Carter, any thoughts about your first place?
Job's not finished.
And then Hunter Bear, any thoughts about you dropping off from first?
Eat my nuts. We'll be back.
Thank you, Smith. All right, let's get into the week. Steelers-Falcons, first game. Steelers 4-7, Falcons 5-7 in Atlanta. Carter, we're going to go to you because I have a feeling is this the game?
No, it is not, but I think it's all should be noted that we all picked the Bills Thursday night. So obviously they won, so we all started the week 1-0 nice and strong. But I will be taking the Falcons. It's almost like the opposite of the Browns. I hate picking the Steelers unless I'm drastically forced to. But I'm taking the Falcons. I think Patterson has a nice game. I just think the Falcons offense scores just a little more than the Steelers offense does.
Carter, I think the exact opposite of you. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers win this game because the Pittsburgh Steelers scored just a few more points than the Falcons this afternoon. Kenny Pickett's looked good in his last few games, and it's a dome. Quarterbacks always play better in a dome. Wide receiver core starting to come around now that Claypool's gone. I like the Steelers here.
This one's very hard because both these teams suck. So I think I'm going to go with the less suckier team and pick the Falcons.
Yeah, Neil's on the island here. I'm going Falcons. All right, let's go to Chicago. Packers-Bears. This is honestly a really tough game. Aaron Rodgers has owned the Bears. The Bears have lost the past couple of games after Jackson named Justin Fields the MVP of the league. I'm going to go Bears. I think the Bears earned they should get a win over the Packers. I'm going to go Bears at home.
As much as I want to pick the Bears, and as much as I love the league MVP Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, he does own the Pack. He does own the Bears. I'm sorry. And until the Bears prove otherwise, that they can beat Aaron Rodgers, I will continue to pick Aaron Rodgers. I'll take the Packs.
Yeah, I'm taking, for all the reasons Jack just said, I'm taking the Packers as well.
I'm going to go with Jake here. Give me the Bears. I think the Bears have honestly been playing a little bit better football as of late, and Justin Fields has been looking really solid. Give me the Bears.
Even split there. Let's go to Detroit. Jaguars-Lions. Jaguars coming off a big win against Baltimore. Thank you very much for that call. Hunter, you can go first.
Ravens.
Good.
Hunter, the Ravens are not the team that's playing.
You said Baltimore. You started cutting out, and I heard Baltimore.
That's incredible. No, Hunter, it's
That's a little insight that Hunter makes his picks. He just hears the very last team I say and picks them.
What are the teams?
The Jaguars and the Lions.
Detroit.
Oh, this is one of the harder games actually for me to pick. Give me Detroit. I think Detroit wins this one.
You should be keeping track of these. You don't have to go off your head of what picks you got right and wrong.
Yeah, I know. I have them. Yeah.
I'll take the Lions too. I think the Jaguars had an emotional win last week, and I just don't think they were good enough football team to sustain that level of play.
Jake, who are you picking?
I mean, it's obvious I'm picking. The Jags are becoming like the Browns to me. I'm always going to pick them. The Jaguars. Roar.
Okay,
better
so
No, the Lions are the Roar.
No. We're the new Roar. Go Jags.
No little kid in kindergarten class, when they think of Roars, think of a Jaguar. They think of the Lions.
You know why?
No,
My first team started with Jacob. Like my first team started with J. So I always liked the name Jaguars. Now I thought of Roar. I thought of Jaguars. Fuck you. Good.
I also thought of Roar as well when I thought of Jaguars, but I was a little different.
All right, Jackson, what's your pick?
So I've always been the biggest fan of restoring the Roar up in Detroit. With that said, I think I've gotten my last 8 Lions games wrong. So just to cancel it out, because no offense, Jake, you and I don't have competition the rest of the season, I don't think. I'm just gonna go with Hunter and Carter. I'm gonna go Lions.
I'm 4 games behind you. You are closer to me than you are to Carter.
Yeah, but 4 games just feels like an insurmountable mountain.
Jackson, in the past 3 weeks, I gained 4 games on you.
Mm-hmm.
So should we just give it to Carter? If that is
Give
an
what to Carter?
insurmountable mountain, should we just give the award to Carter now?
No, because I can come back, but with Jake just struggles in these segments.
So Carter, so you're saying
last
Carter's known for choking down the clutch.
It's not well. Yes. If any of you guys watched highlights of the Medina Menor basketball game, Carter's at the line, tie game, 16 seconds left.
Brutal.
He Shaq. Actually, no, Shaq at least makes one of those. Carter went 0 for 2 from the line.
It's bad.
It was tough. When I get back to Medina, that will never happen again. Believe me. No, I'll take the Lions here, kind of just to offset it. I think Jake, you pick up a game here.
Jackson, low to your co-host here, Carter. Well, we'll move on.
We will. We'll move on from Menor.
Jets, Vikings in Minnesota. I'm picking the Jets. We're in competition for Browns wild card spot, and because of that reason, I'll pick the Vikings, and that's how I will be picking the rest of. Unless the Browns lose in the next couple of weeks, that's how I'm picking my games. Give me the Vikes.
Yeah, I'm with Jake. I'll also take the Vikings. They're the better football team, and Mike White is starting. Who hasn't looked bad, but he's not being the Vikings.
Mike White starting today?
I would think so.
Yes.
There's no way they're going with Wilson.
See, that kind of changes, though. 'Cause I think Mike White's a legit NFL quarterback, and Zach Wilson's not an NFL quarterback. You can't point to a start Mike White's had. It's been like, oh, man, that's been hard to watch. He's been a very good quarterback since getting into the Saleh system. I'll go with the Vikings, though. But this game will be a lot closer with Mike White starting. If it's Zach Wilson, I think the Vikings win by 3 scores.
Give me the Vikings.
Jackson, I feel like this. I feel like Mike White's going to have the Gardner Minshew.
No,
He's
because
gonna
like
have
I'm still
yeah, like he's just starting QB in the NFL and just not going to work.
Well, who would you take?
Mike
right
White's
now?
more of
Who'd you
a
take?
Taylor Heineke.
I would take Mike White over Zach Wilson too.
Okay.
I can just I have
That's
a
all
good
I'm
I have a
saying.
feel of things, and I feel like that's become a new little thing for you.
No, that's all I'm saying is Mike White over Zach Wilson. Gardner Minshew, I still think is criminally underrated. I mean, statistically, he's better than Trevor Lawrence in every category. Statistically, through the same amount of games. Just I want to throw that out there, and he doesn't have a starting job. It's ridiculous.
Okay, we need to stop pretending like you care about statistics. Because Gardner Minshew is also better than Baker Mayfield, and you said
He is, and the most viral TikTok we ever had was that the Browns would have been to the playoffs with Gardner Minshew.
Jackson,
No, that's true. I mean, that's
Jackson
true.
uses numbers when it fits an argument, and when he says something that's so stupid, he just doesn't back up with anything. He uses that.
Very true. I only use the things that support me. It's absolutely accurate.
At least you're honest, Jackson.
I try.
All right, Commanders, Giants in New York. Both teams somehow, some way, or both have 7 wins. The Commanders have 1 more loss. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna ride Taylor Heineke's part, and I'm gonna ride to the win and take the Commandos. That's strategy for me in the past.
I'm with Jake, but I'm going to ride Taylor Heineke's nutsack. I think the Commanders dominate this game, actually. I think they beat the Giants by maybe 2 scores. Give me the Commanders.
Will you guys be joining us on the Taylor Heineke sack and shaft, or are you guys going to just sit there?
No, I'm going to latch on to Saquon's quads and watch him run me to victory. I'm taking the Giants.
Jackson, who will you be latching yourself on to?
Interesting. Very interesting here.
Daniel Jones.
I think I'm going to take the Giants here, but the Commies, in their last 7, they're 6-1. Hottest team in football right now. That's thanks to Taylor Heineke. I'll take the Giants. I'll take the Giants. I appreciate it. I'll take the Giants.
Who are we latching on to?
Brian Dable's massive gut.
Okay.
All right. 2-2 split there. Let's go to Philadelphia. Titans, Eagles. Does anybody know? Is Jordan Davis back, the D tackle for the Eagles?
Yes, he is back this week.
He is playing?
Yes.
All right. For that reason, I'm going to take the Eagles. If he wasn't playing, I was going to take the Titans. But for that reason, I will take the Eagles.
Jordan Davis was your tiebreaker.
I agree. Interior
When
line.
Jordan Davis plays, the Eagles' run defense is like top 5, top 10. When he doesn't, they're like bottom 5. And against Derrick King Henry plays a big part. But if Jordan Davis is playing, I'm going to take the Eagles.
I'm excited for the A.J. Brown revenge game. I'm taking the Eagles here, and I think A.J. Brown has a field day.
Yep, I'm with you too. I think the Eagles win this game. I've been hating on the AFC South all year, and I will continue to do so.
Like I said, I agree with Jake. I'm taking the Eagles.
So 4 for the Eagles there.
Yep. Sweet.
Is anyone taking the Broncos in the next game?
Broncos country. Let's ride. Again, the Ravens losing helps the Browns. I've told you this is how we're picking games.
Don't the Broncos and the Browns have the same record?
No, we are 1 game above them. They're 3-8.
Okay, that's so bad.
I'll go with the Ravens because the Ravens will win this football game.
Yeah, the Ravens by a lot.
Give me the Ravens. They're going to play really well. They're going to peak, and then all of a sudden they're going to crash next week.
I do have something to say though. Maybe a bold statement. I think Russell Wilson gets punched in the face today. I think today's the day.
By whom? By whom? Just anyone?
I don't know. Some like third string.
I don't hate that take at all. I don't.
See, I think Russell gets hurt. The backup comes in and he wins the game.
And the job.
Name the backup Broncos quarterback.
Is it Semi? Trevor Semi?
We're going to go with Trevor Siemian. Good guess.
I don't think that's right.
Jack,
like
your guess on the Broncos backup quarterback?
Peyton Manning.
Brett Rypien.
He's a stud.
Rapine.
Is he from like Arkansas?
Yeah. Let me look that up.
Brett Ripien.
I'm a
Yeah, it can be Brett.
big fan of him.
The only reason I knew that is because I saw his jersey on the bench. Because I thought it was Trevor Siemian until literally 2 days ago on TikTok when I was watching the fight. Oh, no, he played at Boise State.
Yes.
That'll be my next guess.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, I'm on the island there with the Broncos. I don't feel. Actually, no, I feel great about that pick. I'm gonna make this one happen. I'm gonna take the Broncos. Browns, Texans in Houston. Deshaun Watson is back. Exciting for Browns fans. We get our $230 million quarterback back against the 1-9 Texans. I will be taking the Browns.
I'm taking the Browns as well. I have hope again, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sad disease we all have, but I really do have hope. Jack,
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of diseases. You could say the quarterback has a disease for the Browns. He's innocent on all charges. All cases were settled. So legally, I cannot call him a guilty man. This game is going to be so interesting because this would be such a game for the Texans to win by 3 scores. It'd be too fitting. Tell me that's not too fitting for the Texans to just dominate us. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Okay. Deshaun Watson hasn't played a game of football in over 900 days. Hunter Carter, do you guys honestly think, just take your high school career, you could go 900 days without seeing any action, just practices, then do you think you could get right back into a game one? You think you'd be elite? Yes or no?
I'd go out there gunslinging, man. He's either going to have 5 interceptions or
Okay,
he's going to have
Carter,
500 yards and 7
Well,
touchdowns.
Carter, no offense. When I watch you gunsling, we're usually at like 7-8 turnovers. I'm very worried about this game. I hope Deshaun Watson comes out and shows he's a $230 million quarterback. Because if he's not, the Browns they're not a franchise for the next 5 years. With that said, I think Deshaun Watson has an exceptional game, and I'll take the Browns.
I will also take the Browns, but Jackson, I need to ask you a question.
Yes, Hunter Bear.
What are your thoughts on the 10 women attending the Texans-Browns game today?
Well, Hunter, it doesn't make any sense to me, to be quite honest with you.
Like logically,
Just from an attorney standpoint, I feel like, just legally, I don't have an opinion. I don't think. I think it's kind of a stunt.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Let's move. Actually, hold on. I would like to mention something. Recaps just come out about the week we did before. I did force a Browns win. Not anyone else, not the players. I did. So I would like just to point that out. All right. Let's move on. Seahawks, Rams in Los Angeles. The Rams stink. They have no one's playing. I think they have like $300 million worth of players that just are not playing, or $200 million worth. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I chose the Rams last week, being the Chiefs. Not one of my better calls. Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, Hunter. Not only was that not one of your better calls, the Chiefs were 15.5-point favorites, and they covered. So it wasn't even like they were close. And McVay almost got knocked out on the sideline. McVay is closer and closer to retirement. I've been saying it since week 1. Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks as well.
All right. The sweep for the Seahawks. Next game, Dolphins, 49ers. Mike McDaniel facing his old protege and Kyle Shanahan. I think this game is going to be the game of the week. I kind of gone back and forth, but because the Niners are at home, I'm going to take the Niners. I'm like, the 2 games in the 4 o'clock slate are Dolphins, 49ers, Chiefs, Bengals. And
fantastic.
That's
beautiful. It's a great 4 o'clock slate. And I am so excited. For my journalism and news information literacy course, I have a 10-page paper due on fake news and other terminologies and how it's affected America in the past few years. So I will be writing that during the 4 o'clock slate because I've been lazy and haven't done that this week. Mike McDaniel might be the coolest coach in the NFL. I think he's fantastic. He's done an exceptional job with that offense. Tua was written off for dead before McDaniel got there. Now he's an MVP candidate. I don't know if you guys saw the piece of McDaniel and Tua. That was awesome. I think Mike McDaniel is everything Cleveland wanted Kevin Stefanski to be. I will take Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins.
I'm agreeing with Jackson here. I think the Dolphins win this game. I think this is a phenomenal game. I think it's, like Jake said, one of the best games on the slate, game of the week. I think the Dolphins pulled out in a really, really close one.
Give me the 49ers. Give me Jimmy G. Give me Christian McCaffrey. Give me Debo. Give me George Kittle. Give me the defense. And they're at home. I like the 49ers.
Okay. After that game of the week, we then head on to the actual game of the week, technically. Chiefs, Bengals in Cincinnati. According to my logic, I have to pick the Chiefs here, and I feel good about that. So I'm picking the Chiefs. Go Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't really think the Chiefs win this game. However, I'm going to pick the Chiefs for the Browns' sake.
Jake, I don't like it when you say go Mahomes because that could be referring to any of the Mahomeses.
Patrick Mahomes. Go
Thank
Patrick
you.
Mahomes.
Thank you. I appreciate that. With the exception of the commies, the Bengals are the hottest team in the NFL. They started out 0-2, and they're 7-2 since. I'm going to take the Bengals here. Second hottest team in the NFL. Burrow looks fantastic. Mixon's looking really good behind the O-line. They've been winning games without Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is supposed to be back for this game. I think the Bengals have a better defense than the Chiefs. I'll take the Bengals here.
This game, to me, has Joe Burrow written all over it. This just feels like a Joe Burrow nutsack game, in the words of like a Hunter, to put in a Hunter Smith phrase. I know Hunter understands what I just said right there.
I don't say
Give
that.
me-
That's disgusting. I would never utter those words. You're a horrible human being.
Okay. Give me the Bengals. Unfortunately for the Browns.
All right, even split there. Chargers, Raiders in Las Vegas. Raiders coming off a big win. Chargers 6-5. Again, according to my logic, because it looks like the Browns and Chargers will battle for a playoff spot, because I will be forcing Browns wins until I say otherwise. I'm going to take the Raiders at home.
Yeah, Jake, I'm sorry. The Chargers are going to run all over them. The Chargers are going to destroy them. The Chargers win this game by at least 2 scores. I don't care who's playing. The Raiders are so pathetic. Josh McDaniels a pathetic coach. Derek Carr's a pathetic quarterback. The only non-pathetic player on that entire roster is Josh Jacobs. Chargers dominate.
Raiders by 2 scores.
I will play any amount of money on that.
Devontae Adams.
Where has he been this year?
Okay, I'm actually going with the
No,
Raiders.
no, absolutely not. No, the Devontae Adams slander needs to stop. He's still maybe
not-
the best wide receiver in the league. He's not even the most targeted player on his team.
I understand.
How, as a coach, are you
That's
not
right.
throwing
Exactly.
the top
Yes.
3 wide receiver in the league more
He
than
doesn't
some?
decide
I
who he
forget
throws to.
the other guy's name is. I don't even care.
Hunter
There
Renfrow.
was one possession in the not Hunter Renfrow. It's some
Devontae
other
Adams already
rando.
caught 1,000 yards. He's on pace to have his best season.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't. I don't care what you feel.
So here we have a classic example, ladies and gentlemen, of not using stats when it doesn't fit Jack's
The
narrative.
No,
Raiders
I
are
honestly,
the
I am kind of
second
with
worst
Jack.
team in the NFL.
And it's not because of Devontae Adams.
I understand, but until Devontae Adams is on a good team.
Do you want him to throw himself the ball, catch the ball, and then run the ball every time?
Excuse me. I also called Derek Carr pathetic. Look, I'm sorry. They're a losing football team. They're all a bunch of losers right now. The only person I see putting up ridiculous numbers is Josh Jacobs.
All right, Devontae Adams, here's what you need to do.
Devontae-
Okay. You need to snap
Jackson,
the ball.
you
You need
actually, it
to,
doesn't feel like Devontae Adams has done like a ton. This
Thank you.
I don't
Where
care
has
what
he
you-
been?
I don't care what you feel. He's on pace for his best season.
No, potato.
No,
No, it's not potato.
okay, okay, Devontae.
Because
Devontae,
shut up. Hey, moron.
here's
shut
what
up.
you need to
Hunter,
do.
No, Hunter,
No. Here's what you need to do, Devontae.
No.
You need to snap the ball to yourself, then throw the ball to yourself, then catch it.
No.
Then you need to
Yeah,
strap
but
it up
no.
on defense. You also need to stop the run, play
Mhm.
middle linebacker, and lead the team in interceptions and tackles. And
I think-
honestly,
I think-
sacks too, because you're not doing enough, Devontae. Catching
the
a
Packers,
1,000
though,
yards.
Here's the thing. With the Packers, though, it felt like Devontae Adams was like dominant. Like,
Yeah.
he's done good this year, but like he just doesn't feel dominant.
Because they're
makes
not
sense.
winning games, but that's not on him.
Well, no, it's not on him. But I
So
haven't seen him
why-
contribute.
But like you said, you haven't seen him contribute, Jackson. That's blatant.
I haven't. He had
That's
like he had a
blatantly
game-winning touchdown.
false.
No, he had a game-winning touchdown against Denver.
That's blatantly.
I haven't watched a lot of Raiders games. I haven't seen him contribute.
On Red Zone when it shows him score one of
They
his
don't show-
10
they don't show-
touchdowns. Well,
they don't
yes,
show him on
they
Red
show
Zone.
every touchdown, Jackson. So if you watch Red Zone, you'd see him
I
score
do.
touchdowns.
But
So
a lot of
you're an
times
idiot.
this year,
No,
a
so
lot of
you're an
times this year, no. So
You
you're
are an idiot.
If you've been watching Red Zone, you would know that most weeks this year they haven't shown every touchdown from every game because they've ran out of time because the last game goes too long.
Pretty damn close. Pretty damn close every touchdown.
But
And I've seen plenty of Devontae Adams touchdowns. I know because I have fantasy in the league, and I see, he scored again. I watch Scott Hansen talk about the touchdown.
Scott Hansen, the Hansen brothers are so cool. One runs Red Zone and one runs How to Catch a Predator. That mother's got to be so proud.
And he does this. He gets beat, and then he avoids the argument. Carter,
No,
you're done.
Hunter.
You're done.
No,
You're
let me.
You're
I
done.
want to talk to Hunter.
Rest of the segment.
I just want to talk to Hunter.
Jackson,
Hunter?
right.
Hunter?
Jackson, right.
No, we're not doing the butt buddies thing.
Look, Hunter.
Jackson,
No,
Like you could agree with me. Like, there's a difference between numbers, and then there's a difference between just like feel. And like, it doesn't feel like Devontae Adams has really done much this year, even though numbers might say otherwise. It doesn't have the same feel that it had when he was in Green Bay.
Like, I don't think anyone is calling Devontae Adams if you ask like a top like 3 receiver anymore. Like, in my opinion, like if you
Yeah.
ask like just
In
regular
your
people,
opinion. No, in your opinion. In
no,
your
I think in a
not a
lot.
top receiver anymore.
No, there's
he just said, in his opinion, he's not a top 3 receiver anymore.
And a lot of people.
That's not what people are saying.
I mean, you're probably taking Justin Jefferson for sure, Jamar Chase,
Cooper
Tyreek Hill, Cup for sure. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I feel like with Devontae Adams, it's
You're
one of those
taking
things
Jamar
that
Chase over Devontae Adams.
Oh, easily.
That is
This-
so false. That is so bad.
Hunter Bear?
I think I don't know. It's just like maybe numbers wise he's done good, but it doesn't feel like he's done good.
doesn't
like
feel
that's all
like
I can say. Like maybe it won't
Yeah.
make sense, but like logistically it makes sense.
Sometimes there's just a feel to things. And if you never use your feel, it doesn't work. That's why we have 5 senses.
Yes.
All right. We're just gonna move on. What's the next game? Okay. Yeah, Colts Cowboys. In Dallas. I don't know why it's Sunday night football. I'll take the Cowboys.
Cowboys, AFC South sucks.
You know, it's so sad that the Chipotle game of the week is on Sunday Night Football. So give me the Cowboys in a $16 game. So sad.
For
So
Dallas?
very sad. Yep.
$16 in Dallas?
Cowboys Colts, $16. You can get a ticket and go watch the boys absolutely destroy the Colts. No offense. Sorry to all Colts fans out there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no. I'll take Dallas.
All right, final game: Saints Bucks in Tampa Bay. I'm taking the Bucks.
Bucks.
The
Carter, I
Saints
feel like
below. Give me the Bucks as well.
Carter, I feel like that's your future.
It probably is. It'll probably be aggravated assault against you after one of these podcasts.
I guarantee you're going to want to commit aggravated assault against me when I get back to Medina and we work on free throws. I will say things you've never heard before.
It can't get much worse than Devontae Adams is not a top receiver anymore after the season he's putting up right now.
If you think that's bad, I'm going to mentally destroy your brain. I'll take.
Also, feel isn't one of the 5 senses.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You moron.
Name the 5 senses right now.
Touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing.
You're forgetting what the feel part. I didn't hear one. Oh,
That's
wait,
touch. That's touch. Hey,
You
moron,
can
that's
touch Devontae Adams stats? You're ridiculous.
No. Well, like if they're in like Braille, but then you lose a sense. Anyways, let me get to my pick here because I was rudely interrupted.
Jackson, you brought him up.
Yeah,
You brought interrupted.
I don't want to be interrupted when I bring up my things. I will take the Buccaneers just because I have no confidence in them or no reasoning in them. That's the Jack just cause pick. You know, it's like my cause, my cleats. Well, that's my B cause. My B cause is the Buccaneers.
Shut up. Carter, you go.
He already went and he got angry.
Oh, he did go. Okay. All right. That's it. We only have what? Let's see. 5 weeks. 5 weeks left of NFL football. According to Jackson, he has an instrumental lead, but I will be coming after him. I may take him over just after this week. All right. Any last thoughts?
Maybe.
All right. Jackson's done. Carter?
A lot of good things to talk about over the next couple of weeks. We got bowl season coming up, playoff crunch time. The NBA is pretty crazy right now, so we'll probably do an episode at some point over that. And college basketball, probably touch on that a little bit at some point before, well, hopefully a couple times before March. But there's a lot of just good sporting events going on right now. World Cup as well. I don't know if we're going to do a conclusion episode, even though we didn't do a beginning one. But a lot of good things going on in the sports world.
I have thoughts. So, Jackson, I have a question.
Oh
In
my
regards to Watson, how do you think the women there affect his play?
You know, I think with Watson, it all depends how much media attention he's been, paying attention to. If he's been on Twitter and Instagram a lot and he's seen all the things people are saying about him and that gets in his head, he'll be in trouble. But if he stayed off the media, I don't think it'll affect him too much.
Good.
No,
Hopefully he
Hunter,
has a day.
Hunter, let me ask you a question here. This is about nothing to do with football. This is you and I. We picked up the World Cup. No, World Cup. Relax. World Cup. You and I are obviously the second and third biggest soccer fans on the podcast, and because we paid no attention to soccer throughout most of our lives. So the World Cup was really exciting. I really enjoyed it. Pulisic's a hero. Tim Way's cool. Tim Anderson, phenomenal. It was really cool to see, America competing again. I want to ask you, look at the last two countries we lost to in the World Cup. They were about this big and that big. And America's like yay big. What do we need to do to become a soccer powerhouse? In your thoughts?
First of all, I know you're not a soccer fan based on what you just said, because you just said the World Cup was amazing in past tense, meaning it's over because the USA is out. The World Cup is very much still going on. That's
exactly not watch another game. Why would I watch another game? My team's eliminated. Yes, the World Cup is over. Once America leaves anything that's a world, it's no longer a world. It's a bunch of sad nations competing.
Oh my god!
Like the Paris Peace Corps? Like that was a world organization until we got pulled out in 2016. Then it was just a Paris thing. Yeah, Hunter, your thoughts? How do we?
You're the reason why the world hates us.
Good. Good. I don't want to be loved by those sorry nations. They have nothing on us. What do they have that's special?
I think from now on, if we lose to a country, we just bomb them. Because say like Netherlands, for example, I don't think we should have any that should make us angry. Like we shouldn't be like, oh, good win, like great job, guys. Like I want us to be mad. So if we're mad, we're the USA. This is what we do. We get rid of countries. So I think we get rid of whatever country we lose to from here on.
So just legally speaking, your idea of bringing back American soccer,
yes,
is committing a literal war crime.
Yes.
Oh my god! Please.
I have one more question. One more question for Hunter, and then I want Jake's answer. So Hunter, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to start with Jake, and then I'm going to go to Hunter. Jake, again, the last two countries we've lost to, they're like smaller than a penny, and then we're like a freaking $100 bill. Like the two countries we've lost to most recently, like you could fit them both in Ohio. So what do we need to do as a nation to get better soccer players?
Well, Jackson, it's going to be development and just more attention to the sport, which I think we will get when we are a very young team. So I like our chances in 2026.
Okay, I like that because look at our current goalkeeper. I think our current keeper's pretty decent. Okay. But he's like, hold on, real quick. He's like 6'1", and he's like kind of skinny, kind of a stick. Okay. Now imagine you put like 6'8" LeBron James back there and he's diving full athleticism. What do we need to do to get like those types of athletes? Because I feel like we should be able to build a soccer like powerhouse. There's no excuse. Us or China, but China, they don't have freedom there, so I kind of understand it. Hunter.
See, Jake's answer was all cute and all. I think we need to go to kidnapping. If we start bringing over all of these European players, they're gonna play for us. Like they won't have a choice.
Do you understand that they need to be like a citizen? Like you can't.
Yeah, Hunter, I don't want to win with Europeans. Okay, I want to win.
It's
with
not like the
Americans.
transfer window.
I think Hawaii's hiding a lot of really good soccer players.
What do you mean hiding? Like they're just not they're not available to the country.
Considering they're not really a part of the country, I think they're hiding a lot of their talent because they don't want to see us win. Because I think eventually they're going to break off and go to war against us. So.
Interesting.
You think the island of Hawaii is going to go to war with the United States of America?
Correct. And they're going to
let me ask you another question then.
Okay, this is your last question. This is officially your last question. Hunter gets a 30-second response.
Okay, if Hawaii were to secede from the Union and become their own independent nation and declare war on America, you're taking Hawaii's governor as their new president, right?
Yes.
Do you think he outsmarts the current United States president and wins in a war?
Say that again. You cut out the last part.
Sorry, yeah. Do you think if the Hawaiian governor became the president of Hawaii and declared war on America after seceding, because it's not just we're going to be our own little independent nation, we're going to declare war on you too,
Mhm.
and it's going to be the United States of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Do you think that Hawaii's governor, now Hawaii's president, would outsmart the current U.S. president in a war?
No,
and the
no.
current U.S.
He would run circles around him.
I don't think, because I don't. I think
No,
you're
I
right.
already said no. You don't get to respond back. You're done.
Sorry.
To the audience, I apologize. I should have said that it's only football related things. Some final thoughts. I wasn't
We
expecting.
were talking football.
I wasn't expecting we're going to go this route.
Oh wait, one more thing.
No,
What
you're
do you
done.
do to
You're
get-
done. No, you used your
It should
time.
not be called
You used
football
your
in other
time.
countries.
You used.
We need
your
to change
time.
it to soccer.
You used your time.
It's got to be soccer. The fact that other countries call it
If
football.
we win more
pathetic.
games, we can call it soccer. But Europe has won every single. Europe and South America's won every single World Cup basically since the start time.
But the
Yeah,
NFL is the
okay,
most watched
no-
sport in
no one
America,
cares.
so I don't understand.
Yes, and that's
And America
football.
is the world.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that. What did you just say?
The NFL is the most watched sport in America, and America is the world. So, like, technically,
Completely agree.
I'm pretty sure the United States soccer team got more viewers than the Super Bowl.
This is a
Okay,
football
but hold on, Jake.
pickums
That's because-
episode.
Jake,
This
that's
is
because
an
the reason they
NFL
got so many
football
viewers.
pickums
Hold
episode.
on. No. I gotta go to church soon, but this is important. Jake, the reason it got so many viewers is because people like Hunter and I, who we couldn't care less about us winning. We cared about taking something away from another country.
yes.
Like
we
for these
won.
other countries, like for those other countries, that's literally all they have. They can't turn on the Cavs tomorrow like Hunter and I can. You know what I mean? It's like now that the USA
Like
is
Iran.
over,
Iran, for example, the Iranian players are being threatened by their government. Like, all they have is soccer.
awful. That's terrible. So like that's why we wanted
Like,
to
we
win
can
so
go
bad.
home. Like, we can go home and enjoy like a nice glass of champagne after we lose. You know,
Yeah,
like they can't.
like
They
the,
might like get
the Americans are going to come home to a hero's welcome for finishing in the top 16. The Iranians, for not making it out of the group stage, they legit might die.
Yes, that is correct. It's unfortunate.
Anyways, America, baby.
All right, yeah, again, I apologize for allowing this to get this way. I didn't think we were going to ask non-football related questions.
That was football.
Hunter, we
Shut
should
up.
do like
Shut
a
up.
spin-off.
Shut up.
We're
No,
doing
you're
a
done.
World Cup. I say we do a
You're
World Cup episode next.
You're done.
So
No,
Jack,
Hunter, you know
can I
like
take
some shows, Hunter, you know like some shows go to a
no, you're
spin-off?
done. Jackson, shut up. You're done. No more speaking for the time. Hunter, no more speaking. I would also like to say the reason we didn't get an episode out is because these two idiots throughout the week are being morons. So if we're talking about just people being idiots, it's these two. Thanks for listening. We'll see you later.